Right, so a few days ago, my good friend Mega M Boom, make sure you check out his channel. He did a video saying his top 5 games of this generation, so probably since 2006 onwards up until today. And I thought it was a good idea, and I thought I'll give you my list. But bear in mind, this isn't my favourite games of all time. I've done another video saying that, so if you want to go and have a look at that one, but this is just for this generation, so basically since 2006, like I said. So straight in, number 5 is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. All of the Assassin's Creed, you know how much I love them, I've spoke about them loads of times, but probably Brotherhood has been my favourite so far. The reason for that is I really loved the idea that you could recruit the assassins. I know that you could do it in Revelations, but just the way it came about in Brotherhood. But more precisely as well, I loved the setting of Brotherhood as well, like the Rome, and you had the big Colosseum there and everything. I really loved that game, and I thoroughly enjoyed it from start to finish. I've enjoyed all the Assassin's Creeds, but like I said, this one just stuck out for me as probably my favourite one. But Assassin's Creed 3 is looking brilliant, so that will probably break into my list actually when that comes out. So yeah, that one's Brotherhood. Number 4, got Batman Arkham City. I love the Batman games, best superhero games by far. Wasn't too much of a Batman like kind of fan. I didn't know much about Batman from what I hadn't seen in the films, but playing Arkham Asylum inspired me to kind of get more into the world of Batman. And I feel like playing these games has given me a real insight into that side. So you don't just get the usual, I know the Joker's in it, but it's not just the Joker, that they use other enemies from the comics, that the lesser known enemies, and it really gives you an insight into the whole world. And that's what I really like about it. It's a really comic book based game. They're not just playing off what people already know from the movies. They're delving right into the comics and bringing fans a game of Batman that they really want to see, and they delivered perfectly with it. And the reason I chose Arkham City over Arkham Asylum is I thought the city was brilliant. I loved like the free roam around the city, and I just loved all the missions and that, and the story was brilliant as well, especially the end. But yeah, Arkham City, brilliant game, that one. Number 3 is Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword on the Wii. I loved this game from start to finish. It's my favourite Zelda game to date by far. Wind Waker was before that, but as they mixed Wind Waker with a bit of Twilight Princess and a bit of Ocarina of Time, chucked it all into one part, and they cooked up Skyward Sword, and I thought it was brilliant. I loved the story, I loved the kind of setting up in the sky, the village of Skyloft. I just loved everything about this. It had brilliant storyline. It was a very long game as well. It took me about 50 hours to complete. And the motion controls on it were really good. It's the most fun I've had on my Wii, and it's a bit funny because obviously it's the Wii's the last biggest release for the Wii. This was obviously the Wii U's coming out, and this was their big final blowout. This game really, they haven't had anything big coming out for it up until the Wii U. But I thought, what a brilliant way for the Wii to go. It was an outstanding Zelda game. I've done a review of it, so if you want to see what I thought about it more in depth, go and check that one out. Number 2 is Red Dead Redemption. Again, this is a fantastic game. Rockstar just delivering every game that they do. I was really looking forward to this, like the day I saw their first trailer, because I thought, how fun was it going to be to have free roam out in like the desert, and like the kind of like a Texas cowboy kind of setting. And I thought that was a really good idea, and they've really pulled it off with this one, because everyone loves Grand Theft Auto, so why not do that in the deserts with horses and carriages and things like that. And I just thought it was really good. Probably one of the best storylines I've played in a game. Again, this was another really long one as well, and you had really likeable characters and things like that. It really felt like you were playing like a film. You really couldn't wait to get back to the game and play a bit more of it and do a few more missions, and that's what I love. And I definitely want to have another playthrough of this soon. I've only had the one playthrough so far because it is such a big game, but once I've done with a few of my games that I'm playing now, I'm definitely going to go back to Red Dead, give that another play. And number one, the greatest game that I've played this generation is Duke Nukem for it. I'm joking, that was awful game, that one. But really, my number one game for this generation is Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. Not a surprise really if you know me, and you know my background on the PS3 there. What can I say about Uncharted that I haven't said in probably every video I've done? I love Uncharted, I love the online, love the stories, love the characters, love the settings of the game, especially in the third one when you do the sinking boat, the burning building, the desert walk with Nathan Drake, London at the beginning, especially coming from the UK. It's really nice to see the UK featuring in such a high profile game. Yeah, I love this game. I don't need to keep talking about it really. I've said how much I've loved it in previous videos. But yeah, that was just my top 5 games of this generation. Like I said, check out Mega M Boom's channel. He's the one who thought of that idea of the video. But yeah, that's it for this video. Like I said before, follow me on Twitter at JordanStevens92 and add me on PSN, saintsjordan, if you want to. But yeah, leave your comments down below. What kind of games did you love this generation? What did you think of my video? So thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on my next